Good day, this 123rd day, meaningful moments, 365 days. This is a meaningful moment I wish to share with you that actually has been kind of stirred up for a few weeks now when I thought about it. And it's so interesting the way it's become more integrated in the way it's felt like it's been stirring a pot, so to speak. But the meaningful moment is what I call the Hall of Mirrors. You know, if you've ever been to an amusement park or a fun house, carnival, and you go into that room where it's a hall of mirrors, and you have, the mirror in front of you, and you might look like yourself, but then a little bit later you step in front of a different mirror and you're distorted. It might look really funny or it might look really ugly. It might enhance and make you more beautiful, or it may, make you look mean. But there's these distortions that happen, and we're looking in the mirror. So it's us, it's a reflection of us. And as of recent, there were some different things that I had, been hearing about from loved ones and close ones with different experiences in their life, experiences in my own life. And I think, the thing about when we're developing ourselves and we're working in these realms of bringing forth consciousness, there's this, and I've spoken about this before, this integration that we have with this fearlessness within ourselves to step into these places that are unknown. And just because we're working in consciousness doesn't mean that it's going to be like smooth and nice, and it can look quite messy sometimes, as I'm sure you've all heard or experienced yourself. And this is where we have this hall of mirrors. We might interpret and perceive and experience direct from people around us that are close and near and dear to us, that show us all different sides. And all of us have been raised in a family, have had a mother or a father in some way, a relationship in some way, siblings, children, at whatever stage you are with them, partners, boyfriends, girlfriends, friends. But the closer you are in those relationships, you can see those different sides, like experiencing the Hall of Mirrors with them. And that used to be really frightening for me before. So cultivating this idea of fearlessness was and is necessary to be able to hold with this strength, this conviction of seeing the highest version of that being in front of you, no matter how close they are, and being able to become still enough, not deny, but still enough to hold your presence, because this, what you're seeing outside of yourself, is a reflection of you. There's something else that's, in you that's coming out forth in consciousness. So the moment that you're able to still yourself and hold yourself in that centered space, the more healing you can bring to the whole situation, because obviously it's not just what the other is going through, but what you're going through too in that moment. So that's a really good time to be still and to observe your thoughts, your emotions, and what was triggering within that realm. And I use the center here because this is so much of, these energy centers that get triggered when we're in that emotional connection. And quite frankly, trauma bonds and all the ways that we have those addictions in our life, or those patterns in our life, they're really connected in these different chakras. And until we can observe them from that place of stillness and indeed wisdom, then we can really cut them. But in the interim, we can also work with this fearlessness, that when we step into that hall of mirrors, remember, It was created in those amusement parks, theme parks, carnivals, and all that to add this element of excitement, adventure, and fun, right? You're going through it and you're going to go out to another side into your restored self. So remember these distortions that we see. Hold steady into the presence. This is what I've been telling myself. Steady in the presence of the highest, truest version of who we are with that clarity. No distortion. No matter what's in front of you right here. Because this life is like traveling through a hall of mirrors in many ways. Native Americans used to call it the smoking glass, smoking mirrors, being able to see through the smoking glass, being able to see clearly to the other side. So offering that up for you today in this meaningful moment as I walk through the Hall of Mirrors this weekend and today, feel that strength, that power and that courage, and always the clarity of hope, but not just from some ideal thought, concept, from this inner place of witnessing the truth, of walking through a hall of mirrors and seeing clearly on the other side. Oh, hey.